Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League, and after a pretty up-and-down season, the Tundras have won the division and are in the playoffs for the second time in 4 years. And if you missed the last episode, spoiler alert, we win the first game of the series against the Foresters. It was a 5-2 victory. We had a pretty good output from Gabriel Winkerstein, and the offense actually showed up for us. So we're hoping for a little bit more of the same in Game 2. It's going to be Connor McBiddles versus Brody Dickerson for Game 2 in the Foresters versus Tundra series. Let's see if we can get the sweep and give our team a day off before we head into round number 2. We did set the lineup before the last game, and just want to double check here. It did stick. All right, perfect. So everyone's where we want them to be. I did drop Jacques Dennis down a little bit in the order. We have Zeke Price, tense, but I am going to hope he can fight through it. And Pork Guevara, who had 2 home runs in that last game, is going to stay in the number 3 spot and locked in. Let's go ahead now. I'll head out to the ballpark. It's a night game here at Golden Field. Very beautiful park, one of my favorites from the new series, as maybe you've heard me say a few times in previous videos, but I'm hoping we can maybe ruin some fun here for the Forester fans. We've had a few games here at Golden Field, and I think overall we've had, I don't know the record against the Foresters across the board, but I feel like we've had some solid success. We've already beat the Foresters 3 out of 4 times this season, dating back to the regular season. And Aiden Rubio, who has power versus lefty, is activated, sent to deep right center field. First pitch of the ball game, and we take a 1-0 lead. Aiden Rubio from the leadoff spot shows a bit of that pop. A very well hit ball, 433 for his first home run and RBI of the playoffs. We take the 1-0 lead right out of the gate. I'll see if Zeke can get back into normal mojo, as Dickerson comes into this game immediately tense after one pitch. Has tier 2 choker when the pressure goes high. And Zeke will take a ball and a strike. Gets ahead of the fastball, pulls it foul. He's down 1-2. And he'll hit one hard to left center field. He gets the off-speed pitch, times it up perfectly. It gets away from Roundhouse, who's a little bit slower. And Zeke will slide into second base with a double. He gets his mojo back, so we made the right choice of keeping him in. And we have a runner in scoring position for Pork Guevara, who's already having a red-hot playoff run. He's locked in. Choker's already activated in a high-pressure situation. Locked in, gets a little bit higher. Tense gets a little bit lower. Pork, great diving play from Lindsay, who's coming in to cover for June Mina, who made an error and is sitting this game out tense. It's a ground out. Great play from the third baseman, but it does allow Zeke Price to advance to third. Now infield is in. Pressure back down to medium. So choker no longer activated, but Dickerson still tense. Dennis Shoei had a home run in the last game, batting .667. Base hit would be huge here. Instead, a ground ball right to Campbell. And thankfully, Zeke read that properly. Heads back to third base so we don't get a rundown, and that'll leave the runner still at third base. But Shoei, a little bit of a disappointing outcome there. And, of course, we have Brock Valencia will come through. He missiles a base hit up the middle. And Dickerson, who went back to neutral after the ground out to first, loses it immediately after the base hit from Valencia. Big RBI from Brock as he gives us a 2-0 lead. Now Royal Finley. I don't know why I keep mixing those two up. We'll start this at bat 1-1 with 2 outs, and he hits one hard. Dead center field. That one's carrying. It's going to get off the wall. Misplayed from Porpetta. Rounding third and will be sent home. Valencia running home, and he's going to slide in as there's an errant throw. Thankfully, Dickerson, staying behind the catcher, will make that catch to hold the runner at second base, but it's an RBI double for Royal Finley. And a runner in scoring position still. 3-0 ball game. As Amos Getrect will come up, batting .500 on the season. He hits one up the middle. Proctor already shading up the middle. Will finally end the inning, but Dickerson not having a great start to the playoffs for himself, as he ends up allowing 3 runs on 4 hits, including a leadoff home run on the first pitch of the ballgame to Aiden Rubio. So now we'll see if McBiddles can do something with a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Elsie Proctor is locked in. She had a home run, reached in every at-bat in the last game. She'll ground up the middle. Shoei can't get to it. It's going to sneak into center field. Man, I don't know what Shoei was doing there, but just couldn't get the glove down in time. A very slow roller. Leadoff batter aboard for the Foresters. Now Calvin Mostis, who has a power and a contact trait, but the contact trait is activated to his already elite contact. He is catching today, as Sky McCullough had a terrible day with 2 errant throws in the last game. Calvin pulls one into right field, and the first 2 batters will reach base safely. Now Aiden Lindsay will come up. High pressure situation, so the clutch trait will be activated for fielders here. Lofted into right field into foul territory. It's going to get out of play. It is a 1-1 count. Infield a double play depth. Proctor with average speed over a second base. Lofted into left field. That one is going to get down. And foul. 2-2 count. Come on, Connor. Need to get an out here. Full count. And he'll get the strikeout. The slider touches the top of the zone. Called strike 3. Lindsay, who DH'd the last game, made a great play in the infield in the top of the first. Gets frozen there. And now Smash Jimenez with his tier 2 mind gamer trait. Man, McBiddle's playing the mind games here, as Smash has been fooled on both of these pitches so far. So it's a quick 0-2 with 1 out. And Smash, smashes this one to dead center field. That's a no-doubt shot off the fence outside of the park, and this ball game immediately tied. And Connor McBiddles continues his struggles in his rookie year. Gives up a 453-foot blast. Jimenez's first home run of the year, or of the playoffs, is a 3-run shot to tie this ball game in the bottom of the first. So Campbell comes up with 1 out. Nobody on now. And McBiddles got himself some insurance from the offense, who's been inconsistent all year, and then immediately gives it back. McBiddles tense, 0-2 count, and misses the bottom of the zone there. Missing outside, trying to get Campbell to chase, but he won't. Instead, he hits the inside corner for strike 3 swinging. So the only outs so far have been via the strikeout for McBiddles, but he allowed 2 hits, followed by a home run, and he's still tense, facing off against Porpetta. Hitless in the first game. 1-1 count here. Maybe a strikeout can get McBiddle's mojo back. Could really use that, and a 2-2 count here, except for from Rubio on a ball out of into foul territory. And strike 3 swinging. So McBiddles gets 3 strikeouts. That's grouped around 3 runs allowed on the home run. The good news is it's a fresh ball game for the Foresters. The bad news is the Tundra squandered a 3-0 lead. So going up against Dickerson in the top of the second is Jacques Dennis, who was hitless in the first game. We were hoping that he can capture what he had at the end of the season with 3 home runs in about a 4 or 5 game stretch. Oh, stay fair. Tailing! It goes foul! Oh my God! Jacques Dennis just misses a home run by inches. A 2-2 count here, and he'll ground to third. Man, let me know whether you thought that was fair or foul. It was too high for the foul pull, but I believe it went foul just by a hair. A very unfortunate circumstance there for Jacques Dennis. That'll bring us to Demi, who did not get a hit, but she did reach and score a run. She stole 2 bases, I believe. 1 base. Fouls that one off. 1-2 count. And she'll ground up the middle. She will reach with 1 out. And that means we have Speed and Steeler aboard. And I believe the arm of the catcher is not that strong. Rubio comes back up with power versus lefties. And Dickerson's still tense. Yeah, about slightly above average arm behind the plate from the catcher. So we'll see if Trampleson tries to steal here. Tough out activate along with power. And pulled foul here. Rubio had the home run in his last at-bat. Takes ball 1 load. That was close. 1-2 count. They check on the runner. Back safely. Come on, Demi. Good smart move here so far. She hasn't attempted. She takes off. She's picked off. They go back-to-back on the pickoff attempt, and Demi Trampelson gets caught stealing. Campbell will apply the tag, and that'll be out number 2. So bases cleared. Rubio still has both traits activated as he fouls one back, 1-2 count. Ball misses outside. 2-2. Rubio off the end of the bat. It's going to sky out to left field, and that'll end the inning. Damn it. We just missed a home run. We missed an opportunity to try and steal second, but it doesn't matter with Rubio skying out anyways.
Number 77, Brindley Splits.
Brindley Splits will come up. First at-bat of the playoffs for her. She is Tier 2 injury prone. She sat out last game. Tier 2 pitch perfect, but she wasn't used in that way. And she fouls off that pitch with an 0-2 count. She chases out of the zone. 4th strikeout of the game for McBiddles. And if it wasn't for that home run, we'd be pretty impressed with how he has been able to get these out so far. 30th pitch on the way, and it's a ball high against Gingham Cervantes. Shortstop batting .333. Takes a strike here on the 2-1. Swings through strike 2. And fouls one off, just make contact there. Checks and holds on ball 3. Full count for Cervantes and misses on ball 4. So another base runner reaches for McBiddles as he misses the strike zone there. I think he was trying to get him to chase out of the zone, but very disciplined at bat for Cervantes. So runner on first with 1 out, and Roundhouse comes up with Tier 2 contact versus righties. Has Tier 2 choker, but pressure is at medium, so no activation there. Fouls one off. It's a 1-1 count. Ball misses outside, 2-1 here. Strike called at the bottom of the zone, 2-2 count, 1 out and a runner on first, and a ground ball to Shoei. He turns to Guevara, Guevara to Rubio, double play ends the inning. So first time we see outs out not via the strikeout, and McBiddles has a pretty clean inning outside of the walk. He has not been efficient with his pitches, however, and that could end up costing him a longer outing. Now, the good news is we have 2 long relievers in the bullpen to help out with that, but we'd not like to use them with our number 2 batter. And Zeke Price smacks one into right field to smash Jimenez. And he'll be aboard with nobody out. For Port Guevara, he grounded out in his first at-bat to first base. Pressure's at high, and Pop Goodwin, former Tundra, will come in to replace Dickerson, who gets pulled here in the top of the 3rd, so he only gets through 2+ innings. Goodwin gets ahead and K Collector. 1-1 count, and Pork well ahead of that one. So K Collector does activate here, and Pork pops up foul territory. Will it get down? And Thomas Campbell with his great speed will track it down. So Pork with 2 wasted at-bats so far. Very unfortunate. And now here comes Dennis Shoei. Will have Tier 3 clutch activated with a high-pressure situation. Zeke takes off for second, slides in, and will be caught. Damn it. I don't know how this keeps happening. And then a hard hit ball to Thomas Campbell, but he knocks it down, and doesn't matter as he is able to get it over to Pop Goodwin, and he comes in and calms down the situation for the Foresters defense. So McBiddles will allow a hard hit ball to right center field for Proctor. She will reach second base. Errant throw from Zeke Price, but it still lands in Shoei's glove. All right, Mostis comes up. Locked in. Tier 2 contact versus righties. McBiddles has pick officer activated, but not very relevant here with a slow-footed Proctor at second. Although a base hit probably scores the run there. Pulled foul here, 1-2 count. McBiddles over 45 pitches. Gets a grounder to Finley. Finley will hold the runner at second and get the out at first. That's a productive out. Now Lindsay will come up. And will face off against Quincy Healthy. Quincy pitched in the last game. Don't like that he's coming in here at half stamina. Clutch activated in a high-pressure situation. Quick 2 strikes here with 1 out and a runner on second. Ball misses low. Long pause from Healthy. He does not get him to chase the slider, and it's a 1-2 count. 2-2 count. Now full. Pop foul here. And hard hit ball, but tails foul down the left field line. Full count once again for Lindsay, and he takes strike 3 looking once again. He's having a very tough playoff run here. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts is Lindsay, and now Smash Jimenez, who had the home run earlier, has to do it against Quincy, who's going to get the pop-up right back to him, and that will end the inning. Now, unfortunately, we had to use Healthy here, which I didn't really like the idea of, and it's a full count, or I'm sorry, it's a 3-3 ball game still. Valencia, who had the RBI single in back in the first, will have contact versus righties activated here against Pop Goodwin. Takes a ball low. Way outside. Brock hits one hard. Lindsay with another diving play. Despite being tense, he can still make the deep. And he's going to get out number 1. Royal Finley had a double in his first at-bat. 1-1 count, and he'll take a ball low. Tails way outside. 3-1 count, and Royal, off the end of the bat, is going to fly out to left field. Easy play for Roundhouse out number 2.
Left fielder, number 13, Amos Getrecht.
Now Getrecht comes up, 0 for 1. Tier 3 clutch activated in a high-pressure situation. Gets ahead for Pop. Will be swung over the top for strike 1. Ball low. Come on, Amos. We need you to be productive here. And he will sneak a base hit up the middle. Under the glove of Goodwin. And puts 1 aboard with 2 outs. And we get a rally going. Jacques Dennis was just shy of a home run in his last at-bat before rounding out to third. Can he get a hold of 1 here? Let's get a lead in the top of the 4th. As we're in a still high-pressure situation. Ball in the dirt. Good block from the catcher. Ball way outside. 2-0 count. Come on, Jacques. Great spot for you. Gets ahead of that one and pulls it foul. Base hit to right center field. Could be extra bases here as Porpetta gets to it quickly and Jacques will smartly hold, but send it around third base. And sliding home, cannon arm activates it, not in time. Good hustle from Royal Finley, who coasted all the way around from first base to score on that one. Despite cannon arm, he is still able to score, sliding underneath the tag. And it's an RBI single for Jacques Dennis. Gives us a 4-3 lead. Demi Trampelson trying to keep the inning going here, as this has all happened with 2 outs. Ball, I don't know how that curveball misses. 3-1 count, and ball 4. So Trampelson walks. She reached base the last time and got caught stealing. Luckily, she has a very slow-footed Jacques Dennis ahead of her, so no attempt at stealing here, thankfully. Pop gets pulled for Horse. So Horse Mustard will come in at full stamina. We didn't see him in the last game. Was a great pitcher for most years. He's a former All-Star. If I'm not mistaken, I can go peek and see. And a ground ball to Proctor will end the inning. So Rubio unproductive. But we score 1 on the RBI single from Jacques Dennis. We're now up 4-3, heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. And luckily we were able to see some success from Jacques. That one's hit very hard, but Zeke Price tracks it down. Loud out number 1. Porpeta comes up. Still hitless. Quincy healthy, still has clutch activated, but there's the first hit of the playoffs for Porpeta. Brindley comes up 0 for 1 with a runner on first, and Ashlyn Fry will get her first opportunity for the Tundras Two-time All-Star. Runner takes off immediately. Throw down to first or second is way in time. And runner gets washed off the board very quickly. Ashlyn Fry used to have the pick officer trait, but it's no longer there. It doesn't matter with the great speed of her fastball. This one will land in the glove of Guevara, and the inning ends. And the great throw from Valencia washes away the base hit, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Number 75, Zeke Price.
All right, Zeke Price comes up 2 for 2 with a single and double. High pressure, clutch activated. First pitch fouled off. Ball misses inside. We'll see how long Horse goes. Lofted into left center field, and Roundhouse will catch that one.
Now back, the shortstop, number 7.
Had to hustle, but he was able to get it. And that'll be out number 1. Pork, who's 0 for 2 today, after a 2-home run game in the first game of the playoffs. He has been very quiet today. Ooh, that was his pitch. He takes it for strike 2. K Collector activates for Horse. And off the end of the bat is going to be an easy play for Proctor, out number 2. Pork loses mojo. But here comes Dennis Shoei. Now max pressure. We're going to see clutch activated Shoei. And a home run in the last game, has been quiet today. Gets ahead in the count 2-0. Strike 1 taken right down the middle. Dennis Shoei rips it to left field. That one's way out of here. That one bounces off the ball that's on the concrete barrier rounding the stadium. That was easily way out of here. 434. He's going to hit a combine out there, and he's going to get a mojo boost, his second home run of the playoffs.
Number 60.
And it's a big one, giving us a 2-0 lead, an extra home run to make it a 5-3 ball game. I meant to say a 2-run lead. And here comes Valencia with the contact versus righties activated, as well as no, Ace Exterminator not activated. I swear I thought I thought Horse was a A-tier pitcher. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Brock late on that one, fouls it off to stay alive. And he pulls one into left field, his second hit of the day. Keeps the inning moving. Top of the 5th here, and the Tundra's offense has been showing up. Maybe not perfect, but he's been doing a great job. Royal having a great day. And he'll get a base hit. So 2 on, 2 outs. Line keeps moving. And that will bring us to Amos Gitrect. Skipped that guy in the order. He will have tier 3 clutch. Already has a single. 2 on. Max pressure. Oh, man. Takes the changeup right in the bread box there. 0-2 count. K Collector activates, and Amos pops up foul territory, and it will get out of play. Still 0-2. Amos off the end of the bat, but it's going to drop into center field. Porpetta will get it in quickly. Runner is heading home, and will get caught. What was the call there? A hesitation from Valencia. He still decides to go for it, and it is a bad move. We had Jacques Dennis coming up next, and we end up wasting an opportunity there. Now, we did score 2. We make it a 5-3 ball game. Cervantes hits one hard, but Royal Finley with a great play. He gets a mojo boost. Well, I don't know if that was that Royal with the mojo boost, or was that, no, it wasn't Ashlyn Fry. First pitch swinging, strike 1 for Roundhouse. He's got choker activated here. No contact versus lefty activated, or righty activated either. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Fry. Her first with her as she came back with the Tundras. Now Proctor, who's still locked in, pops up right field, playable for Trampelson. Easy inning for Ashlyn Fry. Hello, Ashlyn Fry. So glad we brought her in. I think that was the right call. Honestly, she could have come in instead of Quincy Healthy, who is now probably going to be useless for this next game. Jacques Dennis 1 for 2 with a single. Could have had a great opportunity with the bases loaded, but instead Valencia was told to go and got caught trying to take home. 0-2 count. Jacques will swing through strike 3, and he's going to lose mojo here? He just had the RBI single. I don't know why he's going to lose mojo there, but okay. Now Trampelson has reached base both times, a walk and a single. She got caught stealing second base back in the second inning, I believe. Ball misses high. Horse over 30 pitches now. Misses high again. 3-1 count to Trampelson. She gears up for the curveball, but well ahead of it. K Collector activates, and she pulls foul, stays alive. Full count. Trampelson catches up to the fastball, fouls it off, just misses. Pops this one up, and it is going to be easily playable for Mostest. That's out number 2. Now Rubio, 1 for 3 with a solo home run to lead off the ball game. Max pressure situation. Takes strike 1 on the curve. Ball misses high. Come on, Aiden, let's get on base. Chases out of the zone. Strike 2, tough out, and K Collector activate. See which one wins out here. And slow roller to short. Cervantes over to Campbell ends the inning. So Horse has done well managing the offense of the Tundras despite a couple of runs over the last few innings. He's locked it down pretty well, I'd say. Limiting the damage. Now Mostest, 1 for 2, is locked in with power versus lefties activated. So he's getting a big boost here in a high-pressure situation due to the mojo. He swings at this one late into right field, and it's going to drop right at the wall. Trampelson, I think, was tempted to dive, but I'm glad she didn't. And instead, Mostest to deep left center, and that is going to get over the wall. A solo shot for Calvin Mostest. He came in for Sky McCullough, who started in the playoffs the last game, and he has had himself a hell of a day. Goes 396, his first home run of the playoffs. He's living it up with the fans here as they close the gap to down within 1. Now Lindsay, despite being 0 for 2, still a threat. Fry gives up her first run of the playoffs, and it's a home run to Mostest. Lindsay fouls that one off. It's a 1-2 count. Ball misses high. Gonna grab a quick drink of water. And a big strikeout for Fry. She waves goodbye. And Smash Jimenez will come up. Had the 3-run homer back in the first inning. This will be his third at-bat. Strike taken, and it's a 1-1 count. With 1 out, he takes strike 2. Ball misses. 2-2 count. And a ground ball is going to get past the glove of Fry into center field. The inning continues. 1 on, 1 out. 5-4 ball game, and Thomas Campbell will come up. He's tense. Max pressure now. Things are getting a lot more tense. First pitch swinging, fouls off, and it's going to go foul. Out of play. Come on, Ashlyn. Ground ball to Finley. Finley goes the long way to Shoei. Over to first, double play. Ends the inning. That's a long round the horn double play. And the Tundras will sweep the Foresters. We head to the conference finals. We'll either face the War Wagons or the Firebirds. I am worried about both of those teams, but thankfully we did the first thing we needed to do, and that is get the win against the Foresters. We'll even get a day off. A little day of rest is really, really nice. So, a 5-4 win. It got a little close there in the 6th inning, but we were able to hold on. The offense was, I'd say, pretty solid. I really wish we could have gotten a couple of hits. Honestly, it's weird that Pork is the only player that didn't get a hit in this game. Also, Valencia, if he doesn't go for 3 or go home, we may be able to tack on a couple of more. Either way, 2 hit days from Price, from Valencia, from Finley, and Get Wrecked. Players that we want to be able to see play consistently. Dennis had the RBI single. He also just missed a home run, so he might be turning on the Jets a little bit. I'm hoping we can see him build off of this game. Despite the strikeout and the drop in mojo, I think we can see him come around. We get the home runs from Shoei and from Rubio, so a little extra power from the bats there. And on the other side, despite giving up a 3-run homer to Jimenez and the solo shot to Mostis, not a whole lot else going on for the Foresters offense. A couple of other hits scattered around as well. Pitching-wise, Dickerson gets a no decision. Goodwin gets the loss here. 1 2/3, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. Didn't strike out any. Horse had a good day. He did go 2 1/3, giving up 1 earned run on the solo shot, but he gives up 4 total hits and strikes out 1. On the other side, McBiddles gets a no decision. Yeah, I think he's lucky it was only a no decision. 2 1/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk. He gave up the home run to Jimenez and struck out 4. Honestly, it was fine outside of that home run. Quincy Healthy gets the win. He came in just for 1 inning, giving up 1 hit and striking out 1. Honestly, he shouldn't have shown up in this game, but we'll take it. And Ashlyn Fry gets the save. She goes 2 2/3, 2 hits allowed, 1 solo home run was her only earned run allowed, no walks and 2 strikeouts. So it'll be Jimenez, Mostis, and then Shoei. But we get to advance. The Foresters lose in the first round of the playoffs. And we're going to see who we face off against next as we're going to have at least one more round of games on the left-hand side in the Yin Conference. If the Firebirds win this one, then that will give them an extra game, and we would have an advantage against the whichever team comes out of there. We want them to go to 3 games. So let's go ahead and simulate. Actually, we'll just do it this way. We're going to simulate this game by itself. It's Jefferson Larson versus Gannon Easy. So will Larson continue what he did in the regular season, or will he look more like how he pitched in the All-Star game? We'll see. Firebirds get an early lead, and they will hold on. So it will go to Game 3. All games go to Game 3 except ours. Let's see how the rest of these go. The Platypi win this one in 9 innings, so they advance. The Nocturnals will get a shutout. They advance. And the War Wagons take an early lead, and they'll hold on 4-0. So we will have to see the War Wagons in this series, which is terrifying to me. On the other side, the Nocturnals knock off the 1 seed, so they advance to play the Platypi. And if the Nocturnals win and if we win, we will get home field advantage. I don't know who would get home field if both 2 seeds advance to the finals. But next time out, it's going to be, actually, Tenley Knight is going to be our starter for this one, not Gage Velasquez. We brought him to replace Richard, but I'd like to hopefully not have to see him at all. We'll take a look at, oops, I almost went to play a game there. Ian Hackett's on fire. Finley Curtis, who went to the All-Star game, is locked in. For us, Dennis Shoei and Brock Valencia are locked in. Let's take a look at the lineup here. Dennis is tense. Shoei, Valencia, and Finley are all locked in. And honestly, I don't really think we want to change much here as it worked for us. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to put in Tenley Knight to get this start. Gosh, this makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm going to do this just to the accuracy. And overall, she pitched well in 3 out of 4 games, although she got shelled. Yeah, she got shelled in that game against the War Wagons last time. Oh, hopefully she doesn't see the same situation happen here. I'm nervous, though. The offense is going to have to continue what they've been doing. We've had 2 5-run games. We're going to probably need more than 5 runs if we want to win here. Let's take a look at actually the stamina, as I believe. So Wankerstein's back to neutral. He'll be fully ready for the next game. And hopefully that means we won't have to see Gage Velasquez in the playoffs. Ashlyn Fry will be near full stamina after 25 pitches 2 games ago. And Quincy Healthy is nearly at full stamina as well. So hopefully he doesn't have to pitch in this game. We can rely on either Stiff Bottom or Booth, who haven't even appeared yet. We have Magnus Rivas in long relief situations, and hopefully Ashlyn Fry we'll be ready to go for the next game if necessary. So I feel good about this. The bullpen is our strength, and we have to rely on them. So Tenley, we just need a good couple of innings out of you. And it's going to be tough as we have a very scary start of the lineup here with Finley Curtis, Ian Hackett, and Gander McUtters, and then Harold Simpson round out the top 4. Then you have Alonso, who made it to the All-Star game as well. This is going to be a really tough matchup, and I don't think it'll be easy for us. Quick peek at the league leaders. We are one less game than every other team, so anyone that is in the league leaders for our team, actually, we have one less game than the War Wagons. We have 2 less games than the Nocturnals and the Platypi. Let's see if we have anybody in the league leader category. Quincy Healthy shows up as a league leader for us, number 7 in the top 10. Has yet to allow an earned run, 2 2/3 innings with 4 strikeouts and 1 save. He also has a win as well. 2 home runs for Shoei and Guevara are tied for the league lead. Pork with 3 RBIs, tied for 3rd. Nobody in the percentages. Shoei and Guevara both with 2 extra base hits. That was the home runs. Rubio with 2 stolen bases. Quincy and Gabriel with 1 win apiece. Quincy still in the ERA category and a couple of saves over there. Fry with a whip of a .75. Wankerstein with 5 strikeouts, sitting there at tied for 3rd. Quincy and Connor with 4 strikeouts apiece. We have a few pitchers scattered around here in the ratio categories, but overall, looking pretty good. Again, we are going to need a good couple of innings where we don't give up too many runs from Tenley. We're going to need our offense to stay hot and keep producing runs, and we're just going to have to hope for the best. K Neglector at Tier 2. Pretty nice for us to face against Rowan Wolf there. He also has a Tier 3 Elite curveball, I think it is. Where's the pitcher? Oh, he's a long reliever too. So we might get to the bullpen. However, their bullpen is terrifying. How did Rowan do during the regular season? So regular season, he pitched really well. 2.25 ERA with a 163 whip in 8 innings. He started in 3 games, striking out 8. And he hasn't pitched in the playoffs yet. So no one to look past here. But we have to make sure that our offense can get it going. Only 3 pitches. So that's beneficial for us as well. But they have some good players in the bullpen as well. So even if we get through Rowan Wolf, we still have to try and lock it down against that bullpen as well. So mainly it's avoid allowing runs. Obviously, that's a big part of this game. So that's what we'll see next time out. If you made it this far, let's go ahead and put the polar bear emoji in the comments section to celebrate the Tundra's win in the season series and the playoff series against the Foresters. If you're enjoying the content, please like the video down below. And if you are... Why did they put Gage back in there? And if you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 150 subscribers. I've been having a lot of fun with this series through the ups and the downs, and I'm really hoping that the Tundras can make this all worth it. All the stress, make it worth it, please. Appreciate all of you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.